What's up, YouTube? Randy Orton Fan 2011, and I got another trivia question for you guys. And actually, this will be the last one for this season, so make sure you get this one good, because it's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect the championship chase a lot in both D1 and D2. So be ready, guys. Here it comes. All right, so here is the answer to question 3. This one was worth 25 points. It was Connor Breton in D1 plus Soren Tari in D1 minus Seth Cole in D1 in parentheses divided by Carlos Martinez D1 plus the square root of, in parentheses, James McLeod's D2 ride plus Aaron Williams' D2 ride plus, in parentheses, plus Kylie Jenner's D2 ride minus, in parentheses, Bridget Miller's D1 ride minus Debbie Ryan's D2 ride, end parentheses, minus Matthew McMurray's D1 ride divided by Luke Walker's D1 ride to the power of Ryan Cooper's D2 ride. You ended up getting 27, which ended up being Brianna Parker. So here's, if you see in the bottom, 12 plus 48 divided by 4 plus 7 plus 33 minus 21 minus 1 divided by 11 to the third to cubed, or should I say cubed, yes, equals 27. So that is the answer. And I already in a previous video of mine, I already congratulated those who ended up getting it right, so congratulations to those guys. And stay tuned for the last question of the seasons, because this one's going to be really important. Alright, so here is the last question for this season. This time I've added something new, so it's not as difficult as the last question, but it is a little harder than the second question, even though it's still medium difficulty. So I will give 15 points to whoever can get this one right. All right, listen carefully, guys, because I've added a bunch of good new elements here. All right, you're gonna take the square root. That's the important thing. You gotta take the square root of this entire problem. You're taking the square root of Austin LaPlante's D1 ride divided by Charles Jackson's D1 ride multiplied by Sasha Dawson's D2 ride minus, in parentheses, Dylan Young's D2 ride to the power of Michael Dawson's D1 ride, end parentheses, plus Olivia Holt's D2 ride, plus, start parentheses, Alexander Dawson's D1 ride, multiplied by Scarlett Johansson's D2 ride, end parentheses, minus Joshua Perry's D1 ride, then take the square root of that entire number, and you get which ride in D1. So the first 3 drivers to PM me, to private message me this answer, and I'm giving a time limit this time. This time I'm giving a time limit. The deadline to come up with the answer is Sunday, April 1st, 2012 at approximately 11:59 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So I'll go through the problem one more time. You're taking the square root of this entire problem. The square root. That's the important thing. You got to take the square root of this entire problem. Austin LaPlante's D1 ride divided by Charles Jackson's D1 ride multiplied by Sasha Dawson's D2 ride minus, in parentheses, Dylan Young's D2 ride to the power of Michael Dawson's D1 ride, end parentheses, plus Olivia Holt's D2 ride, plus, start parentheses, Alexander Dawson's D1 ride, multiplied by Scarlett Johansson's D2 ride, end parentheses, minus Joshua Perry's D1 ride, then take the square root of that number and you'll get which ride in D1. If you have some of these names will throw you off here, and if you got any problems, just check my website and you'll find which numbers you need right there. And once again, I will only accept the first 3 drivers to give me the correct answer by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time on Sunday, which is the day I come back from my retreat. So of course, I'm giving a time limit for this one. So make sure you get this one quickly. And for one driver in D1 in particular, if this driver ends up getting this question correct, I'm not going to tell who, but if this driver ends up getting this question correctly, this driver will end up punching his ticket to the Final Four. And of course, again, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but obviously, I think you should know that one driver should you guys should make sure you can get this, because 15 points is big, especially in this series. 15 points, especially considering the point system that I'm using. And alright guys, that's pretty much it from me. So again, I'm going on my retreat for this weekend and I won't be back till Sunday. Alright guys, that is it. I'm out and I'll see you guys soon.